All right, cool. So the topic today, offering accessibility as a service to your clients. So goal of this webinar series, we created Accessible Web from an agency that we run here in Burlington, Vermont. It's very custom built for your needs. And so what we wanted to do during this four-part series is increase familiarity for our customers and users with web accessibility and WCAG, help you understand the compliance landscape, the different laws, how they compare, how they align with WCAG, demonstrating different paths for your clients, building new websites, upgrading portfolios, services, and then most importantly, helping you add an additional revenue stream for your agency. So Accessible Web Ramp is pretty unique. We built this thinking about building a tool that can help you generate more billable hours. So very different than maybe a lot of the overlay partnership programs you've seen out there where you install a widget and you can make a couple bucks a month. With our model, we want to help you generate more billable hours and we want to help you do accessibility the right way. So anyone can sign up for a Ramp trial, 14-day free trial at any given time. A lot of our agencies sign up for our Ramp Pro Plus plan. It allows you to have up to 30 websites, unlimited users, gets you an assigned accessibility specialist, legal support, a lot of features that agencies tend to gravitate towards. So we are offering a coupon code when you sign up for Ramp. You can get a free month in addition to the 14-day free trial. So if you use Agency Webinars 2024, you can get that free month. And our thinking is that follow along with these webinars, check out the past ones if you want. And during that 6-week period, hopefully you can get enough of your clients into Ramp to help get it paying for itself, or better yet, being profitable. All right, so in the first webinar, we kind of talked about some action steps. We want you to get some websites set up in Ramp, invite your team members, review the automated action items with the automated scanning that happens in Ramp. And then we also encourage folks to send out a notification to all your clients, all your existing clients, letting them know that you are working with Accessible Web Ramp, that the ADA, the AODA, EAA, depending on where you're located. These are important compliance rules that you need to meet, and then encouraging people to take action. And then from that notification letter, typically there's going to be a few different situations that you find different clients in. So there's a much bigger spectrum than this, but we kind of lumped them into 3 buckets. Option 1 are the websites that have low budgets, or clients that don't want to spend a ton of money. Option 2 is they have a new website and they've got money to spend. Maybe they're on a big retainer. And then option 3 is older websites. And really with these 3 options of types of websites, types of clients, there's 2 types of approaches. Option 1 is kind of rebuild or retheme the website. That's what we talked about last webinar. Today, we're going to focus in on this idea of offering accessibility as a service, helping to chip away at accessibility over time. So you probably have a similar business model for other services that you're offering on a recurring basis, right? Like every agency, hopefully at this point, is smart enough to not just be offering one-time services, but to be offering recurring services. So this is set up to be pretty similar to hosting and support, SEO, Google Ads management, kind of the other monthly things you might be offering at your agency already. I always compare this to SEO. When we first got into the accessibility space, this was a pretty obvious comparison. Ways it's similar. This is about progress instead of perfection. No SEO person's ever going to say, yep, I can make you rank perfectly #1 for every keyword on Google. It's about doing some obvious stuff first and then making incremental improvements. SEO and accessibility are about matching a website to a set of recommendations. With SEO, it's Google, what they're saying to do. With accessibility, it's WCAG. And then when we were trying to get into this space, we were looking for an SEO tool or accessibility tool that was similar to the SEM tools we used every day, like SEMrush, Ahrefs. And so those tools help you identify opportunities, find some easy wins with automated scanning, and then help you track that progress over time. So, and also like SEO, there's kind of similarities where there's some obvious easy stuff you can do. It's really like black or white binary. Should you have a, high accessibility score? Should you have an accessibility page? And then as you get more into it, it becomes more subjective, and you kind of need to come up with a plan and work towards making the progress that makes sense. And in both these areas, there's always more work to do. You can always be chipping away and making more improvements. SEO is never perfect. Accessibility is never perfect. All right. The other place we really see this fit a lot is with support models. So agencies that work with us, we find they very frequently have their support team. You probably have the staff at your agency already to do this work. So we'd recommend putting this as part of your support team. So what we do at our agency is we have this linked up with our support ticketing system. It might be Zendesk or Jira. So you can email support@bytes.co. That goes into my agency's support box. Depending on who it comes from, it gets routed to different support folks that have different support plans, and then our team fixes the issues. So you can hook up Accessible Web Ramp to your support box the same way, and you can configure the notifications to come out of Ramp into your support box, so that if someone creates a barrier report / accommodation request, your support team gets a ticket. If automated issues get flagged during the weekly scan, your support team gets a ticket. If remediation tasks are created by your client from our Chrome extension, your support team gets a ticket. So I would definitely recommend routing all the Ramp notifications into a ticketing system. It just makes it that much easier for your team to organize and stay on top of. Your support team should have the skills already. So Ramp is built out of the spirit of everyone needs to learn to do this work. So every task, every error that we find, we have instructions on how to fix them. So with Ramp, your team should have everything they need, even if they are more junior members of your team, support folks. They should be able to fix the majority of issues. They should be able to do manual testing in Ramp. There's a ton of educational opportunities, and we also have free Accessible Web Academy training that's available as well that can help bring them up to speed. And then the other nice thing with support models is, like, every agency jokes about the fact that you launch a website, you put all this time in to make it pixel perfect to the client's desires and what they want to see, and you hand over the keys and they start breaking the website. They start adding content, not doing formatting, creating their own HTML blocks, installing widgets. So with accessibility, it's the same thing. It's no different, where there's a lot to be thinking about with accessibility. And as soon as you hand this over, even if you've launched a website with 100 of 100 automated score, the client's most likely going to start introducing errors, and it's just a great opportunity to work in collaboration with their teams to start keeping that accessibility score high, keeping the errors suppressed and down. We'd also always offer that you empower your clients with their own Ramp accounts. So Ramp is built so that they can sign in, they can get access to our Accessible Web Helper Chrome extension. They can see the scores, they can see the issues that are outstanding. So one of the big things that always comes up is, like, why isn't there more reporting in Accessible Web Ramp? Where can I export some PDFs and show my client what I've been doing? You can certainly do that by printing various screens, putting them in your reporting deck, but we always recommend that you get your clients into Ramp, let them see what's happening in there, let them help with the Accessible Web Helper Chrome extension. They can have the same accessibility tools that you have at your agency at their fingertips when they're adding products or adding content, whatever they're doing on the website. So if everyone's working under a unified understanding that we need to keep accessibility issues low and using a unified toolkit, it makes it that much more efficient to maintain accessibility over time. All right, so how do you price for this? So again, we're always thinking, like, how can you generate billable hours? And we've also made Ramp intentionally affordable enough. It's like $20 a website for a fully loaded Ramp Pro Plus account. It's $600 a month. If you can generate 4 hours at 150 an hour, you've paid for the tool. So anyway, be thinking about this as affordable. Put it on as many websites as you can, and then use it to be generating billable hours. So there's a lot of different ways agencies create business models that leverage Ramp. Uh, One is kind of an SEO model. So this is create a tiered system, your bronze, silver, and gold plan, 500 a month, 1,000 a month, 1,500 a month, to get you X amount of hours or X amount of features on each plan. Ramps up. It lets you right size your plan to your clients and what they're comfortable paying. This is where it would make sense to align the pricing with the other services that you're already offering. And then just every month go in and use Ramp to uncover new opportunities to generate those billable hours. Report out to the client at the end of each month on what you worked on. Option two is hook this up with your support team. We have a lot of clients that have higher tier support plans to help their customers just work on whatever might come up. So accessibility is a great thing to do a couple of hours every month. But maybe there's a particular month where there haven't been a ton of support requests that came in. Things are slower than they typically are. The client's busy. They're off doing they're off doing their big annual conference or their retreat. You haven't really heard from them, but you still want to drum up some hours. Use Ramp as a way to drum up those hours of work. And then option three is really use this as a sales tool for both existing clients and new clients. For 20 bucks a month, why not? Put them in Ramp, scan their full website, find the gaps, and invite them into Ramp, invite them on a call, and show them how you can use this tool to upgrade their accessibility and get them in a defensible legal position. There's ways that you can quote based on the automated recommended action items, quote out building an accessibility page, maybe quote out doing some manual auditing of their homepage and other key pages. Definitely with Ramp, it's an easy way to show them the different gaps that exist on their website. And feel free to get in touch too. Like this is one of those big things that there's so many different approaches in how folks are doing this. We're talking to agencies every week that are spinning up unique accessibility plans. So feel free to get in touch with me or the team, and we're happy to kind of review the different plans that you're coming up with, help provide some guidance on what other agencies have done. So yeah, feel free to reach out and ask questions. Let us know what you're thinking here. All right, the next webinar that's coming up on Thursday, the 19th, our last one in this agency series, is going to be long-term accessibility strategies for client success. I think I'm probably going to try to sprinkle in some how to respond to ADA lawsuits as well. So yeah, tune in next Thursday. Again, you can see the previous webinars on our YouTube channel or find them on our website. And then we are going to be sending out this particular recording to everyone that registered today. If folks weren't able to make it, so feel free to share that around as well. All right, discussion time. I'm going to stop sharing.